Hi chaps, Simo P here from Beard, Biceps and Batchat. Today I'm bringing you a replay in my IS-3. I'm platooned up with Cowboy and Chalky Boy. We're on Fisherman's Bay in a Tier 8/Tier 7 game. Now this is a brutal game. This is just punching people in the face essentially. So being a top tier heavy, I had a quick scan of the enemy team just to see what armor they had. Now they had the 110 and the OHO. So what I want to do, being the top tier heavy, an IS-3, very good frontally, great turret armor, pike on the front, is from the off I already knew I was going to the town all the way down the 8-9 line and being as aggressive as possible. I was fairly confident there is nothing on their team that is going to stop me from just pushing as aggressively as possible. I just wanted to use my armor and just to bully the red team as much as possible, just to gain as much ground. Now on this map, one of the main areas that you have to capture is the hill. Because we have so few tanks that have gone to the middle to capture the hill running down the EF line, I wanted to make sure they couldn't set up any crossfires from the edge of the town along H8 and the two heavies you can see along the 7 line, just to put fire onto the hill, take that from us, spot our guys that are setting up a nice camp on the 1-2 line. So to do that, I've got to push aggressively and pretty much just keep going and try to not let anything slow me down. So we put one shot into the SU 100Y and I see the heavies start rolling to town and I get lit up, and I've got to be honest, it's at this point I'm wondering, have I bit off more than I can chew here? Tiger 2 puts a shot in, I put a shot into him, pull back for my reload. Now what I'm trying to do is to side scrape. I need to get rid of this Tiger 2 as quickly as possible so I can start pushing on the two heavies that are lurking on the edge of town, putting shots onto the hill and just providing overwatch fire for their light and heavy that is pushing the hill on the EF line. This Tiger 2's, well, he's angling really well. I'm trying to get shots onto his lower plate, but he's taking his shots, he's pulling back, he's doing a good job. I bounce one shot into his tracks. Again, that's because of the way he's angled, so, you know, props to him. I can't even read his bloody name. Was it Harry? Harry, call him Harry the Tiger 2. Regardless, he's doing a great job holding up my advance. Now, knowing me, I'm getting a little bit frustrated at this point. I'm surprised I've not pressed X and switched to premium ammunition just to finish him off quickly, get rid of all the bounces, but I keep patient. We've spotted the 110 on the left hand side. He's been pretty badly beaten up. We've got Cowboy and we have Chalky Boy that are keeping him tied down and taking away half his HP. So he's a tank I don't particularly need to worry about at this point, but what I want to do is go and take him out so he can't be a nuisance in our flank, and just so Cowboy and Chalky Boy can continue their advance, because it's still a very good tank even at half HP. It's very similar to the IS-3, except it's got a slightly weaker lower glacis, and the lower glacis is slightly larger. So we take him out for the third kill of the game, 6 penetrating hits, and I've got to decide, oh no, don't drown yourself you silly bucket. That would be a great way to end this replay. So what I want to do now is to light up the tanks that are hiding along the JK line, just so the tanks on the hill can continue pushing and the tanks in the city can continue their advance. The view range on the IS-3 is not great, it's only 350 meters, so I'm sort of living on a prayer trying to spot anything. So the OHO gets taken out, we've got the Tiger 1 left to deal with, so all their heavy armor is essentially gone. I've got pretty much nothing to worry about. Nothing's going to take me out in a 1 vs 1 side scraping. Although this Dicker Max is doing a good job putting shots into me. There's one shot. And as we hoped, the rest of the TDs have been lit up. Well, I say the rest. 2 more TDs have been lit up. The ones that are providing overwatch onto the hill. There's the Oni shot into him. We take him out. We can push without worrying too much at this point. I can eat 1 or 2 shots. Their Challenger and their other TDs are lit up. We're getting spotted and assisted damage from this, so all I need to do now, we've caught them in the flank, is just to punish them as much as possible. There we go, there's the 5th kill of the game. Now, if you've watched any of my replays before, you know I get very excited around the 5 kill mark because it is time to go for a top gun. You'll also know I get very excited when I spot artillery, and I tend to lose focus and to push very aggressively on artillery. So in the party chat at the moment, I'm going mad to the guys, begging them to let me get a top gun and not to finish off the rest of the red team in the mop-up phase. The IS-3 is obviously not a very quick tank. We're doing 30 kilometers per hour. They're much faster tanks. They're giggling to themselves, telling me that it's not going to happen. I'm not getting me top gun. There we go, get a shot in, he dies just before my shot gets there, and I'm just going to stay on 5 kills. Or they're going to wait for me to take shots. When I low roll, they're going to finish them off and just hold their fire. So you can imagine my anguish at this point of the game. We've got 2 fairly low HP tanks. They're putting shots into them. They're trying to finish them off before I get to them. I'm going mad in party chat, begging them to let me get a top gun while I'm trying to spot the arty and get flanking shots on these TDs. So we're out of normal ammunition. We've gone to our premium APCR round. It's a faster round. So my thinking here is, if I press the trigger, I'm not going to have what happened last time where my rounds is going to get there quick enough and I miss out on a kill and miss out on my top gun. There's Chalky Boy taking out the 81.5, laughing manically to himself. I find the artillery, 1 shot, there's the top gun. I'm laughing back. Now it's at this point, I probably need a fairly decent roll to take him out in 1 hit. So we just aim for the weak spot above the turret, into the little bar, bang, take him out. We managed to get 7 kills. And I think this just really highlights when you're top tier with a heavy, have a scan of the enemy team, see how aggressive you can be. In this case, we're able to be very, very aggressive in town, just sweep the flank and start lighting up the enemy TDs that they weren't camping the base, they're providing overwatch. So we've got high caliber, 2 marks, first class, Devastator, top gun and a sniper medal. Guys, I hope you're enjoying the content. Please like and subscribe to the channel and I will catch you next time, chaps.